Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. I'm going to call it a happy Saturday in hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your online business. Welcome. Man, my apologies. Okay, so the truth is, I've had a headache for a couple of days, but today it's been, pretty bad, right? And had to run to do some errands late afternoon. When I got back, I said I was starving. I said I had made some pizza. I said I'm gonna have my pizza and I'm going to go live and then I'm gonna go to bed. Well, some of you may know what happened when I sit on the couch and I'm tired, headache. I had pizza, homemade. I passed out, and it was late too. It wasn't like at 6 o'clock. I'm talking probably it was like 10:30, 10:20, and I passed out. So anyway, long story longer. I am here. Let's talk about. I actually wanted to talk about this earlier. My apologies, you guys. My bad. My apologies. So, you know, um, when I was in the mortgage industry, actually, when I think about it, in most of the industries or workplaces that I worked at, this has happened. Now, this has, I was thinking about it before I came live. It's never happened to me. Um, I can't say, well, yeah, I don't think it's ever happened to me. Now, one time, what happened was um, one team of mine decided to just basically stop doing whatever they're doing. It wasn't because they left and went somewhere else, it was just because they didn't want to do anything anymore. So what do you do in a situation where somebody in your team or a group in your team gets up and leaves? You know, I was gonna say when I was in the mortgage industry. By the way, it's freezing. I'm freezing, so that's why I got the robe on. Anyway, I digress. Um, when I was in the mortgage industry, I remember one time specifically early in my days. One day I come to the office and there's this whole thing going on, right? You can tell like something's going on the other side. So I walk up over there. Of course, I got to find out what's happening. And turns out that one of the managers of the teams, I think at the time we had 9 teams or something like that. One of the managers of the teams had got up and just kind of left and went to a competitor. In fact, not only went to a competitor, he took most of his team. Now, why do I share that with you? The reason why I share that with you is because, it happens in every industry. People may get tired of the profession, people may get tired of people, people may get tired of the companies or brands or products, and they may decide to just call it quits or maybe just adventure off to something else or look for another platform. Now, nothing wrong with that. Truthfully, nothing wrong with that. I didn't say it doesn't hurt. I said nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it hurts. You see somebody that you've cared for, you've grown to be friends with, and you've helped out, they've helped you out, when you experience that loss, yeah, of course it hurts like bad, especially if they're contributing to you and your income. Of course it hurts, right? But nothing wrong with somebody wanting to throw in the towel and go somewhere, right? And and I truthfully mean that. Now I know that in practice I would say, "Oh man, that really stung, that hurt," you know. But at the same time, though, you gotta understand. Now, there is a factor here involved. Now, and that is, you don't want to be you want to always be the kind of a person that plays it right and practices integrity. When your MVPs are solid, your morals, values, principles, when you do want to leave or when you do want to call it quits, you would have a discussion and you would do it correctly. You would do it right. You would do it in a way that people would not only respect you, but look up to you, admire you even more, right? Not to say, oh man, they left like that. That's probably the worst thing you can hear about somebody, you know, and because it's like, what do you mean, right? What do you mean they left like that? So, loyalty to the brand, to the company, to the team members, to your upline, right? All that stuff kind of matters. And again, it goes back to your MVPs. I wanted to see how I could spin it any other way. You just can't. You got to have your MVPs. And if if you have them on shaky grounds, if they're not really solid, then some of the actions, some of the things you may get yourself involved with, may be questionable, right? So listen, if you have um, this feeling that you want to throw in the towel and you want to call it the quits, or you want to go to another platform, I suggest that you have a heart to heart conversation with your upline, with somebody you respect, the moment you feel that way. Not like you feel this way today, and then 6 months from today, you get up and leave, and the night before you say, you know what, I've been just feeling like really not very cool since you've been kind of planning this whole thing for a while, right? So the moment you feel the pressure, the moment you feel whatever it is that you feel like you want to change, I suggest that you do it right. You have a conversation with the people who have supported you, who have been there for you, who have always stuck with you through the thick and thin. So I highly recommend that you have a heart to heart conversation and you do it right. You do it correctly. And I hope that, hey, you know what? I'll leave you with this. When you're a big player, you know, I did have my team at one point, like one side of my team, kind of just stopped doing whatever they were doing. And it hurt because it was a big chunk of my income, right? Now, I wasn't making 10,000 a month, 100,000 a month. But when you're making that kind of cash, imagine this. If you're making that kind of a cash, there's only a few people who are contributing to that sort of income in our in our profession, right? And if there's only a few people contributing to that, imagine if some of those few people leave. That's a big impact to the income. So that stuff comes along with the territory, I guess. But just be um, just do it right. Just do it right. MVPs, morals, values, principles, solid ground. Make sure that yours are unshakable, you know. And so I hope you got some love. I hope you got some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Sorry, guys, that I fell asleep and this is so late. It's so my bad. And if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love, tag a couple people. And with that, I am Sean Azimi with SidekickSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your online business. Signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.